Today, we're diving into a really important topic that has shaped our world in countless ways: colonialism. So, what exactly is it? At its core, colonialism is when one country or group of people takes control over another territory, often a foreign land. This control isn't just about military force, although that's frequently a big part of it. It can also be exercised through culture, language, art, and economics, fundamentally changing the society of the people being colonized. Think about it like this. It's not just about planting a flag, it's about imposing a new way of life, new rules, and new systems onto a place that already has its own. This process has happened all over the globe, and its effects are still felt very strongly today. Now, you might be surprised to learn that colonialism isn't a one-size-fits-all concept. Historians and sociologists often talk about two main types: settler colonialism and exploitative colonialism. Each one works a bit differently and has different long-term consequences. Today, we're going to focus on one of these: settler colonialism. This is a really specific form of colonization that has had a profound impact on countries like the United States, Canada, Australia, and many others. So, what makes settler colonialism unique? Unlike other forms, where the main goal might be just to extract resources, settler colonialism is about people from the colonizing country moving to the new territory to live there permanently. They come to stay. They come to build new homes and create a new society for themselves. When you hear about settler colonialism, it often involves a group of colonizers. Let's call them settlers, arriving in a new land with the intention of making it their own. They're not just there for a short-term mission. Their goal is to develop the territory, build infrastructure like roads, schools, and hospitals, and essentially replicate their own society in this new place. On the surface, you might think, well, building roads and schools sounds like a good thing, right? And it's true. There is investment in the colony's infrastructure. It can look like progress. However, this is where it gets really complicated, and we have to look beneath the surface. The development and improvement that happens under settler colonialism isn't for everyone. This model almost always creates a strict social hierarchy where the settlers, who are often white Europeans, place themselves at the very top. The entire new system is designed to benefit them. This means that while new towns and economies are being built, they are built on a foundation of inequality. The settlers group holds all the power, making the laws, controlling the economy, and defining what is considered normal or civilized. This creates a huge problem for the people who were already living there, the indigenous peoples. In a settler colonial system, indigenous populations are not seen as part of the new society being built. Instead, they are often seen as an obstacle to the settlers' progress. The logic of settler colonialism is about replacement. The goal is to replace the original inhabitants' society, culture, and even their physical presence on the land with that of the settlers. This has historically led to the forceful removal of indigenous peoples from their ancestral lands. The suppression of their languages and cultural practices, and the creation of systems that marginalize them politically and economically. This power dynamic doesn't just affect indigenous peoples, but other non-white groups, whether they are Black people, Asian people, or others who migrate to the colony, also find themselves pushed down in this racial hierarchy. The system is set up to privilege whiteness, and everyone else is relegated to a lower status. So, even though there's an appearance of development and building a new nation, it's a nation built for the benefit of a select few at the great expense of many others. Understanding this is key to understanding the history and the present-day realities of many countries around the world. Thank you so much for joining me to explore this complex topic. It's so important to understand these historical forces because they help explain the inequalities we still see today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And do not forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you do not miss our next discussion. Drop your thoughts and questions in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. See you in the next video.